Quadratic equation, parabolas and other graph, exam practice question 17. Graph equation below. Y equals x squared minus 4x plus 1. So we know that when we think about this question in terms of the quadratic equation, the standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c. We know that when x is 0, we're only left with c. That means that our c is our y-intercept. So straight away, I'm just going to say my y-intercept is 1 and put it on my graph. The next thing I'm going to do is factorize and find my x-intercepts. So first thing I'm going to think about is, well, my c is 1. Well, it looks a bit more challenging with this, so I'm going to use my quadratic equation to find my x-intercepts. So I've got negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So let's break this down and use this equation now. So I've got b is negative 4. That means it'll be negative negative, so it'll be 4 plus or minus the square root. B is negative 4, so 4 times 4 is 16. Minus, and then I've got my negative 4 times a times c, which is negative 4 times 1 is negative 4, divided by 2 times a, which is 2. 16 minus 4 is 12. So I'm given square root of 12, let's use a calculator for this, is 3.4 or 3.46, which is, I'll round up to 3.5. Okay, so we've got 2. I'm going to start off with the positive. So 4 plus 3.5 divided by 2. So we've got 1 x-intercept, which is 3.75. And then our other, for take away 3.5 divided by 2, and our second one is 0.25. So this is sometimes where we do need to use a quadratic equation. So now, because I've got those, that's going to help me out. So that means I know I've got 1 right here, and I've got 1 at 3.75. Okay. The next thing I want to do is find my turning point. So to find my turning point, the first thing I'm going to think about here is my b is negative 4. So I'm going to halve it. The half of negative 4 is negative 2. So I'm just going to plus negative 2 squared, because c is normally 2 numbers times, and they must add up to equal b. And I'm going to take away negative 2 squared, and I'll have the plus 1. Now right here, I'm going to use this part here and complete the square, which means I'm going to have x minus 2 in brackets squared. I'm just going to look at this next part and go, I've got negative 2 in brackets squared, so negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. And I'm left with 4 plus 1. So if I look at this last part, negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3. So now this tells me my turning point. My turning point must be when the brackets of x minus 2 is 0. So x must be 2. And when x is 2, and the brackets are 0, I'm just left with y is negative 3. So that it gives me my point right here. Now, this also shows us that it's halfway between my two x-intercept values. So let's get my parabola ready. And I'll finish my parabola off going through the y. And there we have it.